Did you ever feel like you wanted to set the reset button on your life? Push a button, have a clean slate, and just start all over. That is what I'm going to get into today. Sit tight. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Jen. I help people reinvent their reality. All right, so starting over. Let's talk about starting over. We want to hit, we wish there was a reset button, right? Or we had a big eraser, we could just erase everything we've done up until this point, and we could just start over, start fresh. We just want to get a whole clean slate in front of us, right? We do this a lot because we feel like we've dug deep into a hole, or we feel like we've been going along our path and we think we're making the right decisions, and then we find ourselves in a deep hole and we're saying, how did this happen? It feels so overwhelming to us, where we just wish we could just wish it away, in a sense, just start fresh. But we know we can't necessarily start fresh because we are attached, or we're tied to so many things, right? We're tied to all these things we've invested ourselves in. And it becomes this overwhelming sensation of, oh crap, I can't get out of it. What do I do? So, we have this thing with starting over where we are I'll start over tomorrow, right? It's like New Year's resolution. I'm going to start fresh January 1st. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to, accomplish all these things on my list, right? And then a month or two passes and we kind of revert back to our old ways. Why do we always feel like we have to start fresh tomorrow or next week or next month? Why can't we start fresh right now? What is it about our human mind where we feel like tomorrow's a better day to better because it's a new day. It's a new day. Well, what about a new minute? A new second. Realize this, we are creating our reality. We have a new reality in front of us every single second of every single day. Every single movement you make is a fresh start, is a new reality. Why? Because we have we're living on this timeline, right? And every time we make a move, we jump to a different timeline, per se. It's a new reality. We're constantly creating it. You could beg to differ, and you could actually, say that there is no such thing as time. It's true, there's no such thing as time. There's no such thing as past, present, and future. But in order to function as a society, our brains need to be able to grasp some sort of linear time frame, right? To get things done. If everything was happening all at once, it would be pure chaos in our brain, and our heads kind of explode at even the thought of it. But think about it. Why do you have to start fresh tomorrow? I used to do this a lot with dieting, exercise, nutrition. If I felt like I screwed up for the day, it's I'm gonna fresh start tomorrow, fresh start Monday. Mondays are great for fresh starts, right? People are like, Monday, I'm gonna enjoy my weekend, I'm gonna indulge, I'm gonna go all out, drink my face off. And Monday, because Monday is associated with boring work or school and going back to the normal routine humdrum of things. But realize that that's not going to get you that excited, right? It's not going to get you that excited. Why can't you be excited about making the choice now to change? It's fear. It's fear. Everything comes down to fear when you think about it. Why are we scared to change right in this moment? It makes us feel better to know that, okay, I still have some time left to remain in my old habits and patterns and to stay in my comfort zone. But when Monday comes around, I need to step up my game and I need to do this, right? We're forcing our way through instead of embracing this idea of a new self, a new identity, or walking into this new life of ours. You see how kind of twisted it is, right? If you think about it. Why do we not start today? If we want to if we truly want to change something about our lives, Why do we have to wait until Monday to do it? Why do we have to wait until tomorrow to do it? Why do we have to wait until we feel like we have a new day? Why can't we just do it? Think about it. Why can't you just do it, right? Well, it could be a matter of a few things. It could be either you don't want it that bad to begin with because you're still set in your old ways, so it feels very uncomfortable. You want to do it because it's the thing to do, or other people are doing it, or you want to get in shape because you want to look good, right? But if you really want to do something, then you would start now, essentially. If you were really motivated, if you were like really wanted to change your life. But you always have that fear creeping in, right? It's the fear. It's that old self versus new self. Shifting. Now, a lot of people right now are shifting, are feeling uncomfortable. There's a lot of energetic components happening right now, a lot of things in astrological stuff, the full moon, all that kind of thing. I'm learning a lot myself, just being around people who know more about it than I do. And I start picking up on things myself, like, oh yeah, I have been feeling weird, and I'm not the only one, because I hear a lot of people talking about how they're having these old patterns and emotions coming up, and like feeling almost like they're being pulled back by their old self, like they're trying to shift to a different timeline for themselves, or a different kind of a different place for themselves, a new reality, essentially. Create a new lifestyle, new, better lifestyle, invite in abundance in their life, all this kind of positive stuff. But they feel like part of them is being pulled back into the old self at times, and they're having thoughts and emotions that they, like negative patterns that they used to have, or the place where they used to be, like almost, I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but like, I had this the other day where, yesterday actually, I was laying on the couch, and I haven't laid on the couch in a while, like in the afternoon, and it was about a year ago that I used to do this every afternoon. This was when I wasn't working a lot, I wasn't making a lot of money, I had a ton of free time, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I did not know what to do with myself. I was kind of like on the verge of feeling depressed, but like kind of felt like without purpose, because I wasn't working as many hours like other people were, so I wasn't a positive part of society, but at the same time I loved having the free time and no responsibility, essentially. So some afternoons, sometimes I'd work a little in the morning, or I'd go right in the morning, and I'd take the dog for a walk, I'd do whatever I needed to do. In the afternoon, I would lay on the couch and either listen to music or meditate, or kind of tune out for a while, take a nap, whatever it was. And yesterday when I was lying on the couch, I started feeling the same way. The past 6 to 8 months, I would say, have been pretty shifting for me in who I am as a person, and I'm growing and I'm learning things about myself, and I'm trying to shift to a different reality, essentially, a better reality for myself, and feel better about myself. And I started having these emotions, and I started feeling like that old self, even though it's still me, it was still, I'll call it the old self, right? And I started feeling like I was feeling about a year ago. And it wasn't a very good feeling, I guess. It was the feeling that I felt like, I don't know, it was the weirdest thing. I don't know if I can even explain it, that just when you feel like you are in your old body, your old mindset, you feel like you've actually traveled back in time, not literally, but on an emotional basis. Like you feel like you've traveled back in time to that old personality, that old style. And then you think to now, like, wow, so much has happened in the past 8 months or 9 months or so that has actually shifted me to this new place. And you just have a moment of being in that old self, that old place. And the understanding that you don't want to remain there. It's like your body's giving you a reminder. So that was a long explanation for how a lot of people are feeling right now. And it just goes to show that we are constantly changing. We are constantly shifting ourselves. We are constantly shifting to new realities. And all things exist for us. It's just we're not aligned with them right now. So to shift ourselves, it's a matter of going outside the comfort zone a lot of times and releasing those old patterns or those old emotions. And when they pop up, not letting them latch onto you for long periods of time, but actually releasing them. Understanding where they're coming from, because that's part of you, right? It's part of who you are and what you've been through, what you've experienced in your life. But it's not something that you necessarily have to hold on. See, a lot of people feel like they need to, once those feelings come up and they attach, that you need to remain attached to them. You can detach. You can let them go. You can purge. And that is the way to growth. That is the way to growth in your life, is to let go of things that no longer serve you, to let go of the thoughts and emotions that no longer serve you, so you can move to a better place. So don't wait until tomorrow or don't wait until Monday. Realize that you can make the decision right now. If you truly want to shift yourself into a better life, then if you start now, you are one step closer to getting to that ideal life. If you're always waiting for Monday, then understand that maybe it's not that important to you to begin with, or number two, that it could be your old patternings that are still hanging on to you that you haven't released, you haven't let go of, because that's your comfort zone, right? That is where you are comfortable. It's where you feel familiar. It's almost like, that teddy bear you had as a kid. You can't release it. You can't let it go because you became so attached to that teddy bear, right? It became part of you, part of your life, all the nourishment, all the support, all the love, right? It's been with you through everything that you went through as a kid. So you're not going to just throw it away as an adult. You're going to keep it. But understand, why are you keeping it? Why are you holding on to that? Sure, there were some good memories with it, right? But there are also some pretty bad things too that happened, and that teddy bear was with you. When you were crying, when you were upset, it was there with you. So you feel like you can't detach from it because you're so connected with it. So that's kind of what I'm talking about, and that's why it's not easy to release these old patterns, the old thoughts, the old beliefs. And that's why we often wait. We wait to start, or we wait to shift ourselves. We say, I just want to press a button, I just want to get rid of everything and, reset. But we don't reset it right now, we reset it tomorrow, or we reset it next week, or we wait until January 1st to press that reset button. No. You could press that reset button now and release everything from your life. If you truly want to. If you truly want to. How soon do you want to move towards that ideal lifestyle for yourself? Understand that when you're waiting, it's usually out of fear. It's out of fear. So on that note, don't wait. Press that button if you need to. Detach. Let that teddy bear go from your life. And have a great day, everyone. I will see you on tomorrow's video. Peace.